Oh, what's up, internet? Cory Zamier here at a flea market. You should figure it out. I don't really want to divulge which one. First off, really need to pee, but hopefully we're here before everybody else and we can find some games. How much for the Nintendo? 125. You don't happen to have any games for it? It's the original? Okay. Here. Alright, so what we're seeing here is the shark was approaching. He hears the price, knows it's not a good price, and starts to back off so he can get ahead of us. Shit. This guy's like a fucking ninja. See that? Yeah. Like, I feel like he's been everywhere. Like, is he following us? I have no idea who these are. How much are these? Bueller? How much are these? Anybody? How much are these?
It's the whole thing.
40 bucks. Do you know if they both work?
I know one of them definitely works. I just didn't remember having two in there. That's the only reason why I know one works. And it's this one here. And this, yeah, so this one probably works.
Okay.
Is the red light good or?
Well, that's the power.
Right.
Not seeing anything showing up on the screen. Just the contrast.
This one has no batteries. But I guarantee, like I said, I definitely guarantee this one to work and the games to work. Do you know how to work them or?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, there's not a bad deal on that. Why? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna just like start talking to the dude out of nowhere.
Okay, what did you see there? How was that?
It's the jumper pack.
Huh?
It's the jumper pack.
How do you know if it's a jumper or an expansion?
The expansion's red. It'd be red and have
Can you just put something red in there, make it look like cooking out?
Not if you know what you're looking at.
I have something at home that's the expansion. It has the red crap on it.
Yeah.
But the thing itself looks the same.
Well, no, it's a little bit different. It has like red circles I'll show you a picture.
Right. No, I have one, but it looked just the same as this. The jumper pack and
One of those. Oh, that's pretty cool. P-foot. So the next clip is from a tag sale that was on our way back from those flea markets that we just saw. What you guys asking for the DS and the PSP? What you asking for the DS and the PSP?
The DS, the case, all the games, I'm looking for 50 for the whole thing. All the games are in the cases, and that's the player.
And what about the PSP?
This tube, I can't find the charger for this. I was on $2. I have a I can't find the charger, so the $2 just for this.
Oh, she got that then.
Is that? Okay. $2.
Hey guys, we are out here at hopefully a better flea market than yesterday. We hit up 2 flea markets yesterday, absolute garbage. New York can suck it. Connecticut's where it's at, hopefully. How much for the GameCube?
Got a box here. What's he got here? 28 for everything.
28.
Yeah. GameCube. Your interest, I could do a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, interested. Should we do 20 for the GameCube?
I'm sorry?
Should we do 20 for the GameCube?
Without the games? Or with the games?
With the games.
How about if we do 22 with the games?
How much are your games?
that 15 for Zelda, 5 for Super Mario.
Just take 15 for both of them.
Okay.
How much?
Oh, that's $20.
20?
Oh yeah, all the control is there. Look, all the control, everything is there. Then look at this one Wii. This is a Wii.
Yeah, so we.
World at War, Call of Duty. $16.99. Yeah, look all the control, the power, everything.
So having this bag made it a little awkward to film, so I didn't catch this one on camera. But for $5, we got Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, but has the bonus disc. So let me show it out here. Someone will drop it. Of Mario Sunshine. A little scratched up, but we'll test it out, make sure it looks fine. Figure 2 for $5, not a bad deal. Let's take a look at what I was able to find on this weekend adventure in video game hunting. Holy shit, Saturday was garbage. We went to a big flea market, and I only ended up finding one game. We were dealing with other sharks while we were there, which is par for the course for this flea market. This one specific shark we actually see every time we go there. And if there was anything that was a great deal, he probably got it before us, because we thought we were there pretty early. I think we were 45 minutes early for this flea market, and he was already there when we got there. I did find one Super Nintendo game for a decent deal. Got Flashback, The Quest for Identity. Dealer wanted $8. I haggled him down to $6. I think this game goes for about $12, so it's not that bad of a deal. That was all we got at that flea market. Hit up another flea market, and I'll show you a clip of the packs I opened, because I did pick up some Magic the Gathering cards. Ferox, Overlord of Grixis. 6-mana, 5/5 flyer. Exalted, whenever attacks alone, defending player sacrifices a creature. Kind of Geyser, Jam-Day Tomb, Shader of Odric. Let's see what else we got. We got a naked woman coming into the room. We got another foil. Foil Crusader of Odric. Ah, sweet. I don't know if these are worth anything anymore. Drowned Catacomb. But not bad for $2. Another Jam-Day Tomb. Dusk Mantle Prowler and Fog Bank, and then a whole bunch of commons. But we got 2 foils and 2 rares, so you know, $2 worth. I can't complain about that. We ended up heading back to Connecticut, and on our way we stopped at a few sales. I still have yet to test this, because for me to test it I have to swap the battery, because there is no battery. I feel like PSPs, at least in my area, are one of those things that a lot of people are just really shady with. Like, in the past, I've bought PSPs that weren't charged, and they told me, oh, it works fine. And then you finally charge it, and you turn it on, and the screen looked fine, but it's actually just all dead. Like, the entire screen is dead. This one, I kind of thought it felt light, but they were only asking $2 for it. And this one actually was coming out around the same time as my Darth Vader PSP that I got back when it came out. And I remember being actually conflicted as to get this one or Darth Vader. I definitely think I made the right choice, and I picked this up just kind of to have it. Like, to be honest, I'm not too concerned if it works, because I wasn't planning on reselling it. The screen could be a little bit better. It does seem like it is a little bit scratched at the bottom there, but I'll definitely test it out and see if I can get it working. That's all we had on Saturday. Saturday fucking sucked. It's actually to the point where I almost want to do the opposite of what I would normally do on Saturdays, because it looks like I would have been much better off staying in state and just going to garage sales than trying to hit a flea market that only happens every once in a while. On Sunday, however, we did have a pretty good day. Holy fuck, it's heavier than I thought. First up, from the same guy that I actually got my first NES top loader for the exact same price as the NES top loader, I got a Super Nintendo. And I realized earlier in the video I was kind of being a jackass. I thought this did not open. I didn't realize that the power was on. I actually never noticed that myself, that when the power is on, that just locks. I've always not tried to turn the power on and open that before. It's just something that's never happened for me. A little bit dinged right there. Going to be testing it out. And honestly, even if it doesn't work, it's still worth it for $17 because I'm sure someone on eBay will end up buying a broken Super Nintendo, especially one that's not 100% yellowed, at least not the whole thing. The bottom is definitely more yellowed than the rest of it. But it actually did come with 2 first-party controllers that seem to be in good shape. And all the hookups. The RF switch instead of the AV cords, of course. So that wasn't bad. And he also had a Rock Candy controller for the Xbox 360, which I was already eyeing, and I was hitting him a 20. He basically wanted to get the rest of the 20. He didn't want to give me any change because his initial asking price for that Super Nintendo was $20. So I feel like whenever I have to hand someone what they were asking and they have to give me change, they're always kind of reluctant. And it did help that he actually did have something else that I did want. So did end up walking away with this Rock Candy controller for the Xbox 360. And these go for about $15, so it's not that bad of a deal. At that same flea market, we did happen across a guy that I have purchased some video games from in the past. I always kind of want to support them, especially when they give me great deals. This guy kind of accidentally gave me a great deal this time because he had Metroid Prime He had Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I never know which order to say it. Metroid Prime... Am I having a stroke again? Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And I should have known that was going to happen. It had an extra disc in here. It happened to be one of the better ones. We have Super Mario Sunshine. Going to test it out. It is pretty scratched up. And the Metroid Prime 2 disc is actually not that bad. So, for $5, I figured $2.50 each. At the next flea market, we walked in and immediately saw something. Oh, why is everything heavy today? Worth picking up. An old lady had a GameCube with a bunch of games. Well, 3 games. 4 games if you count one that's in the system. There's FIFA 07. Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1, Rutro Raggy, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, nope, not Plus, that's the GameCube version, PS2 version's Plus, Greatest Hits, or Player's Choice, and it came with 1 game inside it, and unfortunately that game wasn't Smash Brothers or anything Fire Emblem, it was 007 Nightfire. System seems to be in decent shape. Has all the extension covers, and most importantly, as you see here, this was the main selling point for me because I often don't pick up GameCube systems out in the wild, but it did come with a Wavebird with the receiver. I was able to haggle her down to $22. Came with those games, the system, another first-party controller, unfortunately not a Wavebird, the hookups, and a GameStop, or Pelican brand actually, third-party GameCube controller. So that's not it. At that same flea market, I ended up picking up 2 NES games. These are just recoupers. He had listed Super Mario Duck Hunt for $5 and The Legend of Zelda for $15. I asked him if he would do them both for $15. He said yes, and that's going to do it for this weekend adventure in video game hunting. I know it's not the most exciting pickups, but definitely happy with finding stuff. Sometimes beggars can't be choosers. Actually, all the time beggars can't be choosers. So, we ain't going to be disappointed with that. At least we're finding some stuff. Season's just begun. We didn't really hit many garage sales this weekend, even though it would have been a beautiful weekend to do so. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be remedying that next weekend because I'm going camping. So I might hit some while I'm camping, which I've done in the past and had some success with. But that was kind of just a fluke, seeing as I only hit 5 sales, I think it was, during that camping weekend, and I actually came out with some pretty decent stuff. But I'm getting on a tangent. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, go check out the Patreon page, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.